Hello, thanks for joining me again. It's another day to discuss, look at sports business, look at the numbers and look at the deals. Okay, Gidi Olano is my name and thank you for always keeping faith with me on the show. Yes, we've got some interesting news breaking as far as the world of sports business is concerned. And also today I'm excited because we'll be looking at another innovation as far as sports business is concerned. There are people making things happen. And it excites me to talk about this, especially coming from Nigerians. So that will be our talking point today on the dugout segment. And yes, we have, our offside segment. Yeah, it's there too, always fresh. And what are we looking at? Let's keep our fingers crossed. But right now, let's go on a break. And when we come back, I'll be doing the news. Then after, it will be time for the dugout segment.
Fantastically finished.
Yes, welcome back. Straight to the news. We're starting from Nigeria. Former player David Sinowumi will officially become the league management company CEO when the Congress ratifies his appointment on December 1. The Nigerian Football Federation had announced the Rangers International General Manager as LMC CEO designate since October 2020. But boardroom politics, which the NFF has now overruled, is responsible for the delay of his resumption. Report also has it that an official of a betting company, which announced a sponsorship deal with the Nigerian Professional League, maintained that the sponsorship money will not be released until Owumi resumes. This comes as the kickoff for the new 2021-2022 MPFL season remains uncertain more than 3 months after Aqua United were crowned champions of last season. And let's move over to Australia now. Australian Open Tournament Director Craig Tiley has announced during the event's official launch that everyone involved in the tournament, from fans to the staff and players, will need to be vaccinated to participate. This leaves question whether the likes of Novak Djokovic will compete in the first Grand Slam of the year. The world number one, who has expressed skepticism about vaccination, has refused to confirm whether he will participate in the event, as the number of sportsmen and women who have expressed their reservation about vaccination appears to be growing. And to soccer this time around, Spanish soccer giants Barcelona have ended their partnership with non-fungible token marketplace Onyx after a consultant linked to the company was arrested. The La Liga club had announced a global deal with Onyx a few weeks ago, which was set to allow fans to acquire and own digital assets featuring some of Barca's most famous moments on the pitch. However, reports emerged last week that Israeli crypto mogul Moshe Hogeg, along with other individuals, had been arrested on fraud and assault charges. According to CoinDesk, Hogeg's offenses include conspiracy to commit crime and falsifying corporate documentation, as well as a number of offenses related to sexual assault. And still talking football. Clubs in Brazilian soccer top flights, Campeonato Brasileiro Serie A, are continuing their efforts to take control of the league away from the Brazilian Football Confederation and could establish a new competition by as soon as next year. Serie A is one of the few major domestic leagues still under the control of the National Federation, and it emerged in July that the Brazilian clubs want to break away from the CBF structures to establish a new governing body to run the competition, ensuring a greater say in how the club are run. Reports has it that as much as $1 billion of investment has been secured from private equity to get the project underway. And now let's talk about women football. In the United States, the National Women's Soccer League has secured a long-term extension of its partnership with U.S. sportswear giant Nike. The financial terms of the deal were not made public, but North America's leading women's soccer league described it as the most substantial agreement in NWSL history. The deal is a major vote of confidence in the NWSL, which saw its commissioner Lisa Bird resign in October in the wake of a sexual coercion scandal that rocked the league. A founding partner of NWSL in 2012, Nike last extended its partnership with the league in 2019, agreeing to continue to supply teams with uniforms, apparel, and equipment until the end of 2022. The Washington Post reports that the new pact will expire in 2030. I think that's it for the news now. Okay, let's just go on a quick break, and when we come back, it will be time to look at innovation. I told you, don't miss it.
Fantastically finished.
Welcome back. Now, it's the dugout segment. And on the dugout segment today, we're looking at a particular innovation that it's blowing my mind, really. And it has to do with something that should drive sports, football especially, in this particular time that we have right now. So let me quickly bring on board my guest to look at this issue today with me. We are talking about the All-Stars trader. Yes, something innovation that is driving football. All right, joining me, they will be joining me from all over Lagos. So let me welcome Davies Babalola, who is the country director of this great innovation, to the studio today as well. Davies, thanks for joining me. By his side is also Noye Wakire. Wanya is also the lady driving this massive innovation too. And the last person will be Oluwatoyosi Praise, who is also joining us. Toyosi, great to see you guys. Davis, tell us what is All-Stars trading or trader, because going by this, what the information that is everywhere now. What's this All-Stars trader all about?
All right, thank you very much, Jide. All-Stars Trader is a brokerage firm. All right, so we allow people to partake in the success of the sports celebrities or sports stars, especially in football. In other nations of the world, we launch different sports. For example, in India, we launch cricket. But in Africa, in Nigeria, we actually launch the football sports index. All right, so what this entails is the opportunity for people to buy and sell the football stars, the same way you buy and sell houses, cars, properties, precious metals, stocks, bonds. Now you can buy and sell the football stars. So in the course of the signing dates, this has been around for a while. Because of the signing dates and running through a lot of testing, we decided to say that there's a very big opportunity for people here to make a lot of money from their knowledge. So it's your knowledge that is going to drive your success in this kind of game. All right? Because the outcome of the match doesn't matter anymore. Your knowledge of the individual players matters here. So what we're doing is to give people the power back into their hands and say, you know what, do you think you know your football stars? The same football stars that you argue about when you watch matches, the same football stars that you may become billionaires, it's now your opportunity to make money with your knowledge of them. So what it means is that if there's going to be a match between Liverpool and Man U, for example, and you think Mo Salah is going to be a very good player and you think he's going to perform well in that match, all you need to do is to place a buy order on Mo Salah, as simple as that. And imagine when Mo Salah scored a goal, and as you're shouting goal, you see your chart also rising and your account is in profit. As simple as that. Because we know sometimes in the party that's happened that two clubs played and then one club lose, right? But then the individual players in that club really played their hearts out. But unfortunately, they missed. They still lost the match. All right. So we think the outcome or the winning or profiting of people shouldn't be on an outcome that they don't have control over, which is the case of such outcomes like Liverpool and Man U and anyone else. So the outcome doesn't matter anymore. The players make the club, not the club making the players. So now, if you think you know your players, you can make money from individual players. And the good thing is you can trade on both sides of the match. That means you can buy or sell on Liverpool, you can buy or sell on Man U. So as a matter of fact also, it helps you to actually kind of limit your exposure to risk. Okay, so you can make money on both sides of the game. So the outcome doesn't matter. You don't have to wait any month before you make profit, before you book profit. So it's a revolutionary approach to trading. So we are turning bettors, gamblers into traders and giving them a big platform to take control of their passion. So you can make money from your passion. Our slogan is All-Stars Trader, trade your passion. So the passion is where the money is. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me come to Noye now. Noye, he just said that we're taking it from him. I just said that you're trying to turn bettors as well as gamblers and, you know, those who also do a bit of fantasy. You're turning them to traders. How does it work? How does it work for? Or what's the difference? Because if you're a bettor, you're a gambler, you want to see why it should be about trading for me.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Jide. So, you know, one of our basic mission really for us is that we're trying to bridge that gap between trading, gambling, and gaming. You know, unlike betting where you have to wait for the outcome of a match before you can determine who wins or who loses. It's like, you know, the odds are either on both sides. Now, with All-Stars Trader, now you're just trading on a particular, on your favorite football player, on football stars, cut across even the two different clubs playing against each other. You know, you use your knowledge and the passion you have for that game of football, for the game of football, and trade your player, right? You don't even have to wait for the outcome of a match before you can determine whether you're making money or not. Now, this football player puts you on that front line. You put your money on that. You open a position, a buy position on this footballer, trade that footballer, open a sell position on that footballer, trade that footballer, and make money from it. And then for fantasy, well, it is fantasy. It is in literal terms fantasy. But with All-Stars Trader, you are trading real money and real people. And this time, football players, football stars, mention any of them. Now you're trading them and making money from it as well, without waiting for the match to be over.
Wow. So while
yes,
the process is while the match is on, unlike when I know some that you have to wait till the end to know the outcome, and at times the outcome is even beyond your own control. So let me see if Oluwatoyosi can take me through how my destiny can be in my hands. So Toyosi, now talking about how to make sure that my destiny is in my hand, how do I get to play if I want to take it? Take a go at it.
All right, so it's very simple. You pick up your phone and you download our app on the Google Play Store, All Stars Trader. You know, sign up for a live account, and we are currently running a competition that started on the 26th of October and will end on the 29th of November this month. Where once you sign up for a live account, we credit that account with $50 for you to actually come and experience this new innovation and be a part of this future, the future of sports trading. And once we have the highest traders, those who are trading and making money on it, if you happen to be among the top 10, the first prize is actually $1,000. The second prize $500 and the third prize $250. So it's very simple. Pick up your phone, download our app, All Stars Trader on the Google Play Store, sign up for a live account, and you have a go at this year.
Okay, back to maybe Davis. Will also let me get to ask you here because I'm very careful about how I place my money or invest my money, because all this has to do with trading. And I know that even, for example, I want to gamble now. It's the amount of risk I'm getting into is endless. What about this? If I'm doing this, what happens if the area of risk now? Is it not risky? Especially if I'm so addicted, I just want to trade.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. That's a very, very important question. And it's one of those things that we taught and put into design when we're actually doing the product design. Now, this is very key because if risk is not controlled, if you're doing anything and you don't have control to a large extent, you're losing it. There's not any edge at all. So in our platform now, we give people the opportunity to control their risk. So there's something we call take profit and stop loss on our platform. It's a CFD kind of parameter. So stop loss means from the word stop loss. What it means is that you can control how much you want to risk on a particular player. Maybe, for example, you want to buy, let's say Lukaku, for example, you want to match, but you think anything can happen on Lukaku. Maybe Lukaku cannot really perform well like you think. You can say, okay, you know what, if I'm wrong, I don't want to lose more than $10 on this guy. So while you're placing your buy order or sell order, you put the stop loss option and you put the amount of money you want to lose on that player and you leave it. No matter what happens, you can't lose more than that you've indicated. It's called stop loss. It's a risk control. Okay. Then we also have take profit. Maybe the match is ongoing. I know because goals can happen. Nobody knows when it's going to happen. It can happen just like this. It could be first 5 minutes into a match and it's a goal. It could be second 5 minutes in the match. Maybe that time is when you receive a call from your friend and you are still discussing, and then you already placed the buy and you're in money, but you're not there to close it. So you can put the take profit option, which is the target. Meaning, okay, if my profit appreciates up to let's say $5 or $6 or $7, please take my profit and add it to my account. That control measure is very, very important, which we have put in place for our people to ensure that people are not overly exposed. Because whenever there is passion, it's possible, there's a possibility that it will run very wild. So there are those measures that we put in place. We have control also in terms of volatile events, like maybe red card, yellow card. There are times we limit contracts so that people don't be unnecessarily exposed to a lot of risk. So those two measures are very key. And one major thing that changes the game for us is we make this a leverage product. So by leverage products, I mean we give people a kind of a line of credit up to 100 times the value of what they bring. So with us, right, the minimum deposit you need to come and start with us is just $10 minimum, because $10 is the price that all our traders start with. Like Messi started with us in 2019 with $10. It's currently worth about $53. Ronaldo started with us in 2019 at $10. That was his pricing. Currently worth about $80 per share now. So minimum for anyone to come with us to start trading with us is just $10. Okay, so from that $10, we give you leverage of 1:100, which is 100 times the size of the amount you're bringing. What this means is that if you are right in all your trades, you could make as much as 100 times the value of what you have deposited. And if you're wrong, what can you lose? The same minimum amount that you've brought in. So because what the leverage does from the word leverage is to give you an opportunity to use small amount of fund to control larger transactions. So that if you're wrong, your risk is limited. And if you're right, your profit is maximized. Because for us, we want traders to trade. It's in the volume of your trade. That's when we become profitable as well. So we are not interested in traders blowing up accounts or something. We want them to be able to trade, enjoy the passion. We want clients who stay with us, use our apps, and enjoy the football for the next 1 year, 5 years, 7 years, and 10 years with us. So we are here for a long haul, and then we want all our people to actually be very profitable. So because of this as well, we're having an event that is coming up in by December 4th. Okay, we've actually run like 3 or 4 experiential events in our Lagos office where we invited people come to the office, we show them how to use the app, we run them through the promotions, they watch a match with us, they place some buy or sell order, they make money, they're happy. Okay, so now we want to make it big by December 4th. We're going to be having a major seminar at Lagos Traveling by 11 a.m. on December 4th. It's going to be a very big one. We'll show a lot of people how to go about this, how to make money with us. Okay, we're going to be watching West Ham Chelsea match that day, and it's going to be a very, very interesting one. I think it would be lovely if I can have you there to join us today.
Well, that will be that's okay. If that is an invitation, then definitely I'll be excited to join you guys because of this. Yes, before I let you go, guys, is this a proudly Nigerian concept, or Well, it's coming. Do we have any other interest from abroad, or this is strictly an innovation from Nigeria?
Yes. Okay, so our parent company is in UK.
Okay.
Okay, we have offices in Santiago and Chile because it's heavily regulated. We have a license from Saint Vincent and Grenadines. So all these regulations, monitoring, and everything requires some form of heavy paperwork. You know, this is game of football. You can't just dabble into it. So it's not a completely Nigerian innovation. Okay, we have international partners, but this is being launched for the first time in Africa, and Nigeria, Lagos is where we're kicking off from. We want to use this platform, Lagos office, to reach out to other part of Nigerian office, and then we'll take it over to Africa. As a matter of fact, this is the only place it's happening. All right, so the Lagos office is an offshore of the parent company in those countries of the world that I mentioned.
I know, Noya, quickly, before we begin to wrap things up, but Noya, how do I get started really right now? What would you tell me to do now if you just meet me for the first time and I need to go see myself?
Oh, see yourself on the platform?
Yes, if I want to just have an experience from.
Oh yeah, of course. You, like my colleague earlier mentioned, you just go to your phone, the Google Play Store, and download the app. We have our app, All Stars Trader app. You sign up. It's a very easy and seamless process. All you need to do is just put in your email address and all the necessary details that you'll be needing. And then because of the competition that we're currently running, we're giving out $50 to all our traders for them to start trading, experience this platform, have a feel of it, begin to make money and trade their favorite football players, and get started and begin to make money from it. So like he mentioned earlier, right, the competition would allow you to trade the more volumes that you trade, you have the chances of winning $1,000, $500, and $250. And all this would be announced and unveiled at our event at Lagos Travel in December 4th, right? You would unveil our winners and would also have some other sports prizes that we're given, Sports Stars quiz. All you need to do is just to SMS Sports CFD to the numbers that will be shown after probably on the screen, and then that's how you get entry and watch the live match. I think there's a match that day, West Ham and Chelsea, yes. So then you would see a practical experience of how to trade with the $50. Remember the $50 that we are giving once you sign up, register, download, and you are ready to go and make money with football and with your knowledge of football and the passion of football.
Finally, to Teose, what are usually when this is a product, and what are the things the feedback that you've gotten so far from people who have used this product?
Well, it's been amazing. It's been fantastic. Sometimes when we have experiential events at our office, you need to see the passion and the way people really are getting into this. We had feedback from people who have been in trading for over 12 years, and they said that they've never seen this kind of energy in trading before. And so this is something unique. This is something I believe is the future, and everyone should be a part of it, and everyone should get on it now.
Thank you very much, guys, and I know this is one product that will definitely still escalate the greatest of all time. I know that, especially because you begin to see especially when we continue with this, who is better or who is the best, Ronaldo or Lionel Messi? So I will be looking forward to hear a whole lot of those arguments on December 4 at where we'll be meeting again. Thank you very much, guys, for coming. All right, let's go on a short break, and when we come back, it will be time to take my that will be my sent forth, or should I say my hand of the show usual traditional offside.
fantastically finished.
Welcome back. Now straight to the outside as we leave. Okay. Right. After the game against Watford, we're talking about the English Premier League now. That after the game, the Manchester United game against Watford, that end up being the last game of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. That is the manager, former manager now of the Manchester United. It's safe to say that the musical chairs, the managerial musical chairs, continue with the EPL side. Yeah, I had to go back to see what has been happening to the English Premier League club side since 2013. After Alex Ferguson retired in 2013, Manchester United has had about 6 other managers up to date. Yeah, they've had David Moyes, Ryan Giggs, Louis van Gaal, Jose Mourinho, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and now Michael Carrick, the interim. And you wonder, how will stability come to a club with such a high turnover of managers? Anyway, since 2013, Manchester United is yet to win anything. But when you compare that with one of their rivals, that's Chelsea. Chelsea also, since 2013 till date, they've had about 6 managers. And they've been able to win 2 titles. And for those clubs like Manchester City, Liverpool, Arsenal that have had a very low turnover in terms of managers, you could see that maybe you could see that they are doing very well as it is. But maybe when you compare the rate of turnover, for example, between Manchester City and Manchester United, you will see that there is a striking, difference, contrast. Manchester City, since 2013 up to date, they've won 4 titles and they've only had 3 managers. Wow. For Liverpool, just 2 managers from 2013 to date, and for Arsenal rather, it is only 3 managers till date from 2013 till date. Anyway, that's it. It's because that's for sober reflection as well as a real introspective. I wish that some of those clubs can take a real introspective look at how to keep those clubs stable. Stability is highly required, especially for a team with good, history like Manchester United. Okay, we wish them all the best as they search for a new manager. Talking about Manchester United. Okay, you can join us. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel rather, TV360 Nigeria. On Facebook, the Sport Exchange, 24, and for Twitter is Sport Exchange 24 too. You can follow us on Twitter. You can like our Facebook page. Okay, Jude Olano is my name. Thanks for joining me. Until I come away next time, all I will say is this: remember that sport is business.